Thanks for having me here today. I'm with the Global Covenant of Mayors for Climate and Energy, which is a group of over 12,500 cities. Many Greek cities are proudly members and signatories of the Global Covenant, focusing on climate, the crisis, as we heard, and many other issues. So this topic, I think, particularly is important and perhaps not necessarily associated with a city level. Local governments are a big part of the puzzle and a part of the solution. We heard the need for partnerships, public and private partnerships, but just some examples based on the things that we've been working on. We heard about obviously the energy crisis. We're co-funded by the European Commission and Bloomberg Philanthropy, so we're working in hand with many of those issues that are affecting cities at the local level. But at the sort of oceans and fishing, I think cities have a very important role, particularly port cities, Piraeus and other places, to have that leadership role. And I know we've got a partnership with C40, with a Green Ports Forum that's focused on sort of essentially putting together coalitions and working to decarbonize the shipping industry. I know there was quite a bit of discussion today about sort of the economics and the supply chain issues, so it's not a quick problem to solve, but in fact, that is a leadership role for cities. Athena Research Center, which I know Andreas and others have been part of, there's quite a bit of work going on at the local level with some of the digital and innovation on how you can really bring in some efficiency and other opportunities. So I think the main message for me is, all these sort of global issues ultimately show up at the local level, at a very micro level. And even if you're not a port city, many cities have been involved in sort of ocean preservation programs and the biodiversity, as we heard. I know there's a big COP coming up in my home country of Canada, in Montreal, coming up, the biodiversity COP, and those kinds of conversations, I think, are our message is really just to remember that cities are a big part of that solution, and emphasizing the urgency as there really is no time to waste.